Welcome, welcome! It's Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy bringing you another Star Citizen video. And in this video, we are going to talk about Spectrum. What is Spectrum? Spectrum is the community forums. So you can go there to get all sorts of different information or to just chat with people. A few different things you can do on Spectrum. Now, let me give you a little warning about Spectrum. Sometimes there can be a lot of negativity there. Some people just go on there to troll. Some people are just negative people. Generally, though, most of the people want to see the best for the game and they love talking about the game. So, how do you get to Spectrum? Well, on the main page here at robertspaceindustries.com, you'll have all this information. You'll want to sign into your account. After you've signed into your account, you're going to look for this community tab here. So you can see when I hover over it, stuff pops up down here. You got several tabs and Spectrum is the very first one. So you'll click on it and it's going to take us to a page that looks like this. So on the left, of course, you have your login name, and I have my orgs and the guide system start. These are going to always be there. The orgs will be here as well, and you can, close your orgs, whatever. Then bookmarks, they're going to be over here on the left as well, and I'll show you how to do some bookmarks. And then over here is the main, like if you click on Star Citizen, this is the main thing that's going to show up. Okay? So you're going to see all the different pages you can go to here. And we're going to go through a few of them. So announcements, it'll give you all the latest announcements here. And you can sort these pages. If you look over here on the right, you can sort by what's hottest, what's the latest activity, or the newest one. So they got the buyback tokens as the newest one, and also the latest, because people can't post in these. They can only read them because they're announcements. If I wanted to bookmark announcements, I could go up here to this star and add to my bookmarks, and then it would show up over here under bookmarks. If I wanted to quickly go to a bookmark, I could just come over here and click on General. General was white, which means there's a new posting in there. If it's this blue color, there's not a new posting. So I could go here, and since I have latest activity as my set, I could see that CIG, why are you wasting developer time on bobbleheads? I told you, there's some negative folks out there. Probably it could be a pretty good argument, but we don't need to get into all that. There's all sorts of different posts that people have created here. And we'll go into how to create posts as well. Sorry about that. That's my phone. Again. So yeah, you can do that. Let's click back on Star Citizen, and it shows the different categories. I'm concierge, I'm subscriber, so I have those. If you're neither, those won't show up for you here. Okay? Then you also have, excuse me, Star Citizen's General section, which has some subtopics here. Ask the devs. Again, some subtopics. You can ask developers some questions you may have. They may or may not answer. Stuff about modding, 3.8.1 live discussion and feedback. So you might go there to see if there's some issues. You can see the volunteer regression. So people are complaining about flight model stuff. I know that feeling. Spectrum feedback, so you can give feedback on Spectrum itself. Game ideas, so if you have an idea for Star Citizen, you could post it in there. At one point I had posted a couple of ideas about multiple monitor setups. Don't even remember what that was, because that was probably 6 years ago at least. So yeah, you can put your game ideas in there. One of the cool things is the shipyards. So you can look at all the different kinds of ships. So let's say alien ships, Aegis, Anvil. Let's go to Origin and go to the 890 jump. So if I click on the subcategory here, it'll show some of the different discussions about the 890 jump. And you can tell how long ago it was last replied in, how many replies, how many views. You can see all that stuff and how many upvotes. A lot of different stuff about the 890 jump. So I'm going to press back. And there's more stuff here. Let's see. we could go into the main category for MISC. So there's a few different things here under the MISC category. This one was done about an hour ago. So let's say I wanted to reply to something in here. Let me see. We can scroll down, or we can press this down arrow down here to jump to the last reply. So we could upvote this guy's answer. So I really don't have anything to reply in this section, but if you wanted to reply, you could reply in general to the whole thread by clicking here. It's going to pop up this window. You can change you can add text, video, etc. If you wanted to reply to an individual, you could click reply, and it's going to reply specifically to Hodo here. Okay? You could quote Hodo, and it'll put it in the body of your message, and you could reply to that down there. And then once you're through, you just publish. I'm going to close because I'm not replying. Okay? So you can do all those things in each individual thread. Let's go back and back again. There's organizations. So you can go and find an organization in here. They will have their, what's the best way to put it? I guess their advertisement for players. So let's look at United Space Confederation. So they've got their little emblem, pretty nice emblem there. Talks about their org, some different things like that, and it takes you to their website and their RSI website and their Spectrum page. So a lot of different things for orgs. You can also search. We'll search for my org. So I can click over here and it'll actually bring up my org. We posted a logo, all of our information here as well. So yeah, you could search for different things if you want to. This here is your latest notifications, so it'll tell you when people have replied to one of your posts, if they've upvoted it, just different things like that. I'm actually going to clear all those. So now I have no notifications in there. This will show you who on your list is on. You can also add people on here. You can filter your list. Up here you can say, let's go back to forum categories. So I can jump back to that from just that little button press, or that link press. They've got the Banu language and the Xi'an language here that you can learn or participate in the discussions. Let's say you want to be part of a chat lobby. There's the general chat lobby, which you can see there's a lot of people on. You click on it, it's going to bring this stuff up. Have a little message here at the top. These people are all chatting. You have all the CIG people that are currently on right now at the top of the list here. If you want, you can pull up the backers that are in the list. There's 160 online, 760 away. And then civilians. Not sure what the civilians are supposed to be. I guess people that haven't backed that are in the chat. Only 3 of the CIG employees are online and 15 are away right now, but you could message straight to them. You could do like an @ and then choose somebody that you wanted to message here, and it would automatically put that up, and you would type it and it would go straight to them. Don't recommend you do that all the time with the CIG guys. I mean, they're busy, you know. You could go to the help desk for volunteers. These are people that are just volunteer to help out, answer some questions for folks. The guide system is something new. So you could actually find a guide to help you go through different aspects of the game. If you want to learn how to do mining, you could click on mining, and these people are people that have volunteered to guide beginners on how to go through different aspects of the game. So it's a really neat little system, and they'll join you in game and teach you how to do those different things. Pretty neat. I like that they added that to there. I should probably get involved with that, but I haven't. Private messages. So that's another thing you can do here is you can go to private messages and you can start a conversation with somebody. So let's say I want to talk to somebody in my org. I can search for them and we have private messages there. Okay? I'm not going to pull up all that, but you could do that. You could start starting a new conversation. If you already have some that are active, they should show up right here where this little start a new conversation's at. That won't be there. It'll be all the people that you've talked to that you have private messages with, and then you could start a new one by clicking here. Orgs. So you can go to your org pages and your org spectrum. You can set all this up. So I've set all this up here for my org. I've got a welcome page, a main page, something specifically for officers, media, different ideas for the org, different roles in the org. There's an org chat, so we have a chat page here. Our Discord communications, I put that up there. You guys are welcome to join the Discord. If you're a subscriber, please let me know when you join the Discord. And if you're a member of the organization, please let me know that as well. So you can do all that stuff. When you have an org, you can set up all that information. You can add categories, add groups, create threads. How do you create a new thread? That is a very good question. So let's go under General. Let's say we want to create a brand new thread. See this button here? New thread. It'll pop up. It'll be under General. You can put tags in here. You can add the tags. You'll put your title in here, and then you'll write what you want, and then click on Publish. Of course, I'm not going to publish gibberish, but that would start a whole new thread. If you wanted to add text or image, you could do that. And it would pop up, if you have last activity, it'll pop up first on the list here. Also, if you have new, it would pop up first on the list. So that's how you would create a brand new thread. As far as Spectrum goes, how often do most people go on there? Well, you know, I go on there pretty often. You can go to settings here and change, you know, light theme, dark theme, all sorts of different settings for your Spectrum. Just different things here. I don't really want to go too far into that. But yeah, so you can do all sorts of different things on Spectrum. You can get all sorts of good information there, participate in different discussions. The mods will jump in if some discussions get derailed. You can ask a mod to jump in if it's your thread and you feel like it's getting off topic. And the devs do check out the forums. They read the forums, they get feedback from the forums. So I would definitely post on Spectrum if you're very passionate about something within the game. Because if you're passionate about it, then somebody else probably is as well. Or maybe it's something they haven't thought about. And when you post it up, they can add their input, they can upvote it, and the devs may check it out, and you may get a response. You know, whether it's in the forum itself or in the game, you know, in a future patch. So definitely something that you guys should be aware of, to go to Spectrum and check it out. I'm Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy, and I'll see you out in the verse.